Falling for my best friend unexpectedly. We met when we were both 17. At 19, we made a pact. If we were still single at 35, we'd marry each other. It was a running joke that turned into a comforting backup plan over the years. Life moved on, and so did we. She had her boyfriends, I had my girlfriends. We were always there for each other. Family barbecues, birthdays, even random late-night calls when one of us needed to vent. Despite our different lives, we stayed connected. One night, when I was 27, we ended up at a mutual friend's wedding. She was there with a date, and so was I. At first, it was just another event where we danced, laughed, and shared an inside joke or two. But when the night ended, her date left early and she stayed behind to talk. We ended up sitting on the hood of my car in the parking lot, talking about life, the crazy turns it had taken, and what we wanted next. The conversation took an unexpected turn when she said, "Do you ever think about that hack?" I laughed it off at first, saying something like, "You're just scared of turning 35 alone?" But the look in her eyes told me there was more to it. She admitted she'd started thinking about me differently after her last breakup. She didn't want to ruin our friendship, but couldn't ignore the feeling that maybe, just maybe, I was the one she'd been looking for all along. Hearing her say that flipped a switch. I realized I'd always cared for her differently. Every relationship I'd been in never quite felt right because she was always in the back of my mind. The next day, I ended things with the girl I'd been seeing. It wasn't easy, but I knew I couldn't lead her on while my heart was somewhere else. When I told my best friend how I felt, she was quiet for a moment. I thought I'd ruined everything, but then she smiled and said, "What took you so long? We didn't wait for 35. We realized life's too short to ignore something so real." Now I'm marrying my best friend, not because of a backup plan, but because we were always meant to find our way back to each other.